There's some lightning. I'm a little exposed out here. Oh, damn. Holy sh**. All right, I gotta not be out on an exposed plane with lightning that close. And so this up there is the Rockwall that the Rockwall Trail is named after. It's just a giant wall of rock that I'll be following right alongside from here on out. So it looks like we're done with the first uphill climb of the day. Today is a bit of up and down all day long, but nice to have the first climb out of the way first thing in the morning. You can see a little mini waterfall coming down the rock wall up there. Yeah, it's really nice to be out here, just kind of walking along with the rock wall right on my right-hand side. Super peaceful. Haven't seen any hikers today. Just kind of walking through this open meadow. It's hard to even describe the magnitude of that thing. Man, it is huge. And that'll be the defining feature alongside the trail for the next big portion of this trip. Pretty cool. So yeah, just looking on the map, that section of the rock wall I just passed is about 2,600 feet tall. So if you think of like a 26-story skyscraper, that thing's 10 times as tall. And that's about in the range of like the height of El Capitan in Yosemite, you know, the big walls. So pretty epic. Well, we made it down to this little lake here. Nice little lake. Gonna stop here and rest for a few minutes, have a little late morning snack, gear up for the next climb, because I think we got another climb coming up. I think we're kind of at a low point right now. And you guys may have noticed I've been wearing these knee pads here. I also wore these when I did my backpacking trip in the Grand Canyon, where I went from the top of the South Rim down to the bottom of the canyon and back up. Primary purpose is they keep your knee joints warm. They provide a little bit of compression, a little bit of support, but mostly it's keeping the knee joints warm, which is really helpful on cool mornings like today. And then I'm also got my Gaiters here from the company Dirty Girls, female-run company. Love these things. We're heading up now towards the top of the Rockwall Pass. Got about another mile to go to get to the summit of the pass. So I've been looking at some of these kind of snow and ice sheets coming down the side of the rock wall. I'm wondering if that might technically be a glacier. I don't know what makes a glacier a glacier. I want to say I remember reading something about maybe there was glaciers along this trail. I'm not quite sure, but maybe that's a glacier. So just continuing to climb up towards the Rockwall Pass. When we get up to the top of the pass, we'll be at around 7,300 feet in elevation, and that should mark just about the highest point on the trip. Feeling the elevation a little bit, although I did spend a night at the hotel, which is about 4,000 feet, so I got a little bit of a acclimation to the elevation before I started the hike. But the higher I climb, the more I'm feeling it. Once we reach the top of this pass, that'll be it as far as how much higher I'm gonna climb. And then of course, the more days I spend on the trail, the more acclimated I'll get to the elevation. So shouldn't be too bad from this point on. And this absolutely stunning environment. My goodness. From up here, you can really see the full scope of the rock wall from this vantage point. So I think kind of this entire open flat section behind me is sort of like collectively known as the Rockwall Pass. I think kind of the whole thing is the pass. And we're gonna keep going flat for a little bit longer, another maybe quarter mile or so. And then we are going to descend about 1,100 feet. We're gonna go down 1,100 feet. We're gonna go right back up 1,100 feet, back up to the same elevation where I am now. So a big down and then up. And then from that point, we're gonna start our final descent of the day. We're gonna go down 2,300 feet over the course of about 3 miles to finish at Numa Creek campground, which will be my camp for tonight. So I am hearing some sounds of what sounds like a potentially big animal right on the other side of this little hill right here. I don't know if it might be a bear. I just called out pretty loudly a couple times like, "Hey, bear!" And I haven't heard it anymore. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna have my hand on the trigger of my bear spray and see if we might be able to spot whatever it was, but I'm guessing it heard my voice and it's probably either ran off or it's hiding somewhere. Well, it didn't end up seeing anything, so we're safe from the bears for now, at least. So from up here, you can see more of these ice and snow formations. And I actually was able to confirm via my Topo Map app on my phone that these are in fact glaciers. Some of them are named and some of them are not. These seem to be the smaller ones that are not named. Pretty awesome walking amongst some glaciers up here in the Canadian Rocky Mountains. So here we have a brief view of the other side of the rock wall. We just kind of swung around it. We are actually gonna head on that way and pull a U-turn and keep going back in the other direction. There is a trail that heads off on that side of the rock wall over to the Wolverine Pass, kind of a cool name. But we are gonna pull a U-turn and head on back that way down into the valley a little bit and start our descent. All right, guys, it is pouring right now, and just heard some thunderclaps. So we'll see if this is going to continue or if it's something temporary, but got the rain gear on. Holy shit. There's some lightning. I'm a little exposed out here. Oh, damn. Holy shit. All right, I gotta not be out on an exposed plane with lightning that close. So I think I'm gonna be ducking into some trees. All right, so there was a few pretty strong claps of thunder that just rolled through. I haven't heard anything more for the last like 5 minutes or so, but I was thinking I might be heading into the forest, but it looks like this trail is gonna go down. I will go into the forest a little bit down there, but it looks like it's then gonna pop out there and go through a pretty open plain. So I just gotta hope there's not any more lightning and thunder. All right, well, still heard a little bit of thunder in the last few minutes, but it seems to be kind of moving off into the distance. So I think I'm probably okay. But man, that thunderstorm just kind of rolled in out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden it started raining super hard, and then there was a couple big lightning strikes like pretty close to me, and it seems to have gone on its way. Well, the lightning's back and the thunder's back, and now it seems to be getting close to me again. There was one strike that I counted a 1 second delay. All right, so we're getting down to the forest now. Feel a little more safe. It's very beautiful in here, by the way. Wow, look at these colors. So the lower I get, the safer I'll be. I haven't heard any more thunder for the last 5 or 10 minutes, and now there's plenty better targets than me for lightning strikes at this point. Well, maybe I spoke too soon, as we are just now breaking out of the forest into what looks like a very exposed area. Oh boy. Well, I guess if it's my time to get hit by lightning, it's my time. Well, it is raining extremely hard right now, and there's also a little mixture of some hail in there. And as long as I don't hear any thunder, I actually don't mind. I don't mind the rain. It's actually kind of fun. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to be heading all the way down this plain and going all the way down there, finally entering the forest down there. We're going to see how good my waterproof bags are for my my tent, my clothes, and my quilt and all that stuff, because I am getting pretty soaked. We're in the jungle. Man, this is definitely some dense jungle we've been going through for probably like the last hour. It's actually like really cool. It is still pouring super hard. Yeah, the trail has pretty much become a river. Yeah, so I haven't been shooting a lot of footage during the last hour, but it's been hailing. It's been hailing pretty good. I'd actually rather it hail when I get to camp than be raining, but it's probably going to be a mixture of both, if not just straight up rain. I'm actually not too concerned about setting up camp in the rain right now. What I'm mostly concerned about is what the condition of the tent pads are going to be. I'm a little worried they might just be, you know, bowls of mud soup right now, you know, just full of water. We'll have to see when I get there. And just broke out into a little open vista here with a nice little creek running through. Got some open views for the first time. Kind of been down to like the jungle environment for quite a while, which I have to admit I have quite enjoyed. All right, so the rain just stopped for the first time in quite a while. And if it stays stopped, it could be perfect timing that I've got about another half hour until I get to camp. And that could just be long enough for the dirt to kind of soak up all the moisture so that my tent pad is not a bathtub full of mud soup. We'll have to see when I get there. Hey guys, so I made it to camp. I was able to get a site that was like, yeah, it was damp, but it wasn't too crazy. Got my tent set up. Immediately after I set up camp, it started pouring rain again, and it's been raining nonstop for about the last hour. Still thundering. There's been some real loud thunder in just the last 5-10 minutes. I am exhausted. I did about 12 miles today, and I think I was out hiking for about 12 hours, pretty much from sunrise to sunset. So it's been a pretty epic day today, and it ended pretty crazily with some pretty severe weather and some excitement. And I am beat, so I am going to go to sleep very quickly. So with that, hope you guys are enjoying the trip. I will catch you in the morning. Thanks so much for watching, and good night.